Hello adventurers, I'm Kathy, and today we're diving into the wildest, most dangerous mountains in the USA. There's a unique thrill in reaching a summit, but every step comes with real risk. The mountains don't care about your plans, they demand respect and preparation. One mistake can turn adventure into survival. Today we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous peaks in the United States. From Alaska's icy giants to the Rockies' razor ridges, these are the mountains that test even the best. Let's get started. At number 10 we have Denali, North America's highest peak, a colossal sentinel of rock and ice. Denali is more than just a mountain, it's a true test of survival, pushing climbers to their absolute limits. Rising over 20,000 feet into the Alaskan sky, Denali's vertical gain from base to summit is actually greater than that of Mount Everest, presenting a relentless challenge to those who dare to ascend. The cold here is not just a chill, it's a relentless, bone-deep freeze. Temperatures of -40 degrees are common occurrences, a constant companion on the mountain, and with the fierce winds that whip across its slopes, wind chills can plummet to a staggering -100 degrees. Frostbite is not just a possibility, it's a constant lurking threat. Every single bit of exposed skin is vulnerable, constantly at risk of freezing in an instant. The altitude is punishing, a heavy burden on every breath. The air is so thin that every step becomes a monumental struggle, testing the limits of human endurance. Climbers often face weeks, sometimes even months on the mountain's unforgiving slopes, hauling heavy sleds laden with supplies across vast, crevasse-ridden glaciers, a constant dance with danger. The West Buttress route, the most popular path to the summit, is a grueling slog, a relentless uphill battle. It demands not only immense physical strength but also unwavering mental endurance to overcome the challenges ahead. Weather on Denali is notoriously unpredictable, a fickle force of nature. Clear sunny skies can transform into raging blizzards in a matter of minutes, trapping climbers in a vortex of snow and ice. These storms can trap climbers for days on end, confined to their tents, slowly draining their precious supplies and chipping away at their morale, testing their will to survive. Denali's extreme isolation means you are truly on your own, far from civilization and help. Rescue in these conditions is never guaranteed, and often impossible. Success on Denali requires not only the technical skills of a seasoned climber, but also the resourcefulness of an explorer and the knowledge of a medic to handle any emergency. Denali is more than just a climb, it's a true test of survival against the raw power of nature, rightfully earning its place on this list of the world's most dangerous climbs. Only those who are meticulously prepared, both physically and mentally, stand a chance of making it back down safely. Number 9 is Mount Rainier, an active volcano looming over Washington. Its glaciers hide deadly crevasses. One misstep can mean a fatal fall. Weather shifts rapidly, storms can create whiteouts and hurricane-force winds. Many have perished just steps from safety, lost in sudden blizzards. Rockfall and icefall are constant dangers, especially on popular routes like Disappointment Cleaver. Rainier's volcanic nature adds risk. Steam vents and unstable ice caves lurk beneath the surface. Lahars or volcanic mudflows are a catastrophic threat. Climbing Rainier demands glacier travel skills, crevasse rescue, and navigation in chaos. Its beauty is deceptive. This mountain is a deadly challenge. Only the skilled and cautious prevail. Number 8 is Mount Hood, Oregon's most climbed and most deadly peak. Its easy access lures many, but the dangers are real and often underestimated. The upper slopes are steep and icy. A slip in the pearly gates or old chute can be fatal. Weather changes in an instant, turning clear days into blizzards. Avalanches and rockfall are constant threats, especially as temperatures rise. Crowds add risk. Falling debris from above and bottlenecks in exposed spots are common. Hypothermia and altitude sickness strike even at Hood's lower elevation. Timing is everything. Most climb before dawn to avoid hazards. Technical skill with crampons and ice axes is essential. Mount Hood punishes complacency and mistakes with brutal efficiency. Respect the mountain or pay the price. It's a deceptively dangerous climb. Number 7 is Mount Washington, New Hampshire, a small peak with a deadly reputation. It's infamous for extreme winds once clocked at 231 miles per hour and sudden violent weather shifts. 3 storm tracks converge here, creating chaos and bone-chilling wind chills below -100. Fog and whiteouts can appear instantly disorienting even experienced climbers. Hypothermia is a year-round threat. People have died in summer from sudden cold snaps. Trails become icy death traps and avalanche-prone ravines add to the danger. The psychological toll of constant wind and cold is immense. Over 150 lives have been lost here. Size means nothing against this mountain's fury. Full winter gear is mandatory, no matter the season. Underestimate Mount Washington and you may not return. Number 6 is Longs Peak, Colorado, a fortress of sheer faces and dizzying exposure. The Keyhole route is famous for its narrow ledges and no-fall zones. After the Keyhole, you're scrambling above 1,000-foot drops where a slip is fatal. The trough and narrows test your nerve with loose rock and terrifying exposure. Afternoon thunderstorms are common. Lightning on exposed rock is a nightmare. Helmets are essential. Rockfall is a constant threat. The home stretch, the final push, is steep and unforgiving. Start before dawn to avoid storms and crowds. Longs Peak is a true test of skill, nerve, and respect for the void. One mistake can be your last. Number 5 is Mount Shasta, a massive volcano in Northern California. Avalanche Gulch, the main route, is a natural trap for avalanches and rockfall. Loose volcanic rock and melting ice send debris down the slopes as the day warms. The red banks are notorious for falling rocks. Helmets are a must. Shasta's fumaroles remind climbers it's still an active volcano with toxic gases a real risk. Altitude sickness is common, the climb is long and physically demanding. Weather can shift rapidly, bringing storms and whiteouts that disorient even experts. The mountain's complex terrain can lead to deadly navigation errors. Shasta demands avalanche awareness, snowcraft, and mountain sense. It's a beautiful but unforgiving peak. Number 4 is the Grand Teton, Wyoming's iconic spire of rock and ice. Every route is technical. Ropes, gear, and climbing skills are mandatory. Exposure is constant. You're often thousands of feet above the valley floor. Rockfall is a daily hazard, especially in gullies and chimneys. Afternoon thunderstorms build fast, turning climbs into desperate retreats. Even the easiest routes require technical climbing and exposed rappels. The Exum Ridge is world-famous for sustained difficulty and breathtaking exposure. The Grand Teton tests your fitness, technical skill, and mental strength. Many have trained here, many have perished. It's a true mountaineering challenge. Number 3 on our list of formidable peaks is Mount St. Elias. This is a remote and imposing giant, a geographical sentinel straddling the border between Alaska and Canada. Its sheer size and isolation contribute to its legendary status among mountaineers. What makes St. Elias particularly striking is its dramatic rise from sea level to a staggering height of over 18,000 feet, and it achieves this incredible elevation gain in a mere 10 miles, making it a truly vertical monster, a wall of rock and ice that seems to defy gravity. Its location, in close proximity to the Gulf of Alaska, subjects it to relentless storms, delivering massive amounts of snowfall year-round. This creates incredibly challenging conditions for any climber daring enough to attempt its ascent. Simply getting to the base of Mount St. Elias is a major expedition in itself. There are no roads, no trails leading to its icy foot. The wilderness surrounding it remains largely untouched by human presence. Access is limited to glacier landings via specialized aircraft equipped with skis, and once you're there, amidst the vast expanse of ice and snow, you're utterly alone, completely isolated from the outside world. In the event of an accident or emergency, rescue is days away, assuming it's even possible, given the unpredictable weather and treacherous terrain. The glaciers that cloak St. Elias are incredibly chaotic and dynamic. They're riddled with enormous crevasses hidden beneath deceptively thin snow bridges and are constantly threatened by the danger of avalanches and ice falls. The entire mountain is perpetually in motion, a living, breathing entity of ice and rock. Weather conditions can, and often do, change dramatically by the hour, shifting from clear skies to blinding blizzards in a matter of minutes. Route finding through this treacherous landscape is not just a challenge, it's a life-or-death puzzle that demands expert skill and unwavering focus. As a result of these immense challenges, most expeditions attempting St. Elias are forced to turn back, long before reaching high camp. Only the most elite climbers, possessing exceptional skill, unwavering patience, and a considerable amount of luck, ultimately succeed in reaching the summit. Mount St. Elias stands as a true wilderness giant, a testament to the raw power and untamed beauty of nature. It fiercely guards its summit, allowing only a select few to experience its breathtaking views. Consequently, very few individuals have ever had the privilege of standing atop its majestic peak. It represents the ultimate test of isolation, endurance, and mountaineering prowess, a challenge that pushes climbers to their absolute limits. Number 2 is Mount Whitney, the highest peak in the lower 48. Its popularity is its greatest danger. Thousands attempt it, many unprepared for altitude. Rapid ascents lead to severe altitude sickness, confusion, and poor decisions. The main trail's switchbacks can be icy and deadly, especially in early season. The mountaineer's route is a steep, technical scramble with real fall and rockfall hazards. Weather is unpredictable. Thunderstorms and snow can strike any time. Hypothermia and lightning are real threats even in summer. Crowds create bottlenecks and increase risk. Whitney demands respect, acclimatization, and proper gear. Don't be fooled by its popularity. This mountain is deadly. Towering above the Colorado Rockies, our #1 pick is Capitol Peak. It's widely considered the most dangerous mountain in the USA, a peak that commands respect and demands unwavering focus. Its infamous knife edge is a 100-foot ridge, a daunting traverse that separates the determined from the doubtful. It's barely a foot wide in sections, demanding precise footwork and a steady nerve. This exposed traverse features 1,000-foot drops on both sides, a dizzying prospect for even the most seasoned mountaineers. The consequences of a misstep here are simply unthinkable. The standard route is long, a grueling test of endurance that can take upwards of 10 hours to complete. It's loose and exposed, meaning climbers are constantly battling gravity and the elements. Rockfall is constant, a deadly hazard that requires vigilance and careful route selection. Helmets are absolutely essential. Every hold must be tested before committing your weight, a crucial step in mitigating the risk of a fall. Nothing is guaranteed solid. The mountain is constantly shedding rock and debris. Crossing the knife edge is a pure test of nerve, a psychological gauntlet that pushes climbers to their absolute limit. One slip is fatal. There is no room for error on this exposed section. The final push to the summit is steep and loose, a relentless uphill battle against gravity and fatigue. This final section often catches many off guard, as exhaustion sets in and focus begins to wane. The descent is just as dangerous, if not more so, requiring just as much focus and attention as the ascent. It's especially treacherous when tired, as judgment becomes impaired and reaction times slow. Capitol Peak has claimed many lives over the years, a stark reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature. This has earned it its grim nickname, the Killer Peak, a title that reflects the mountain's inherent dangers. It demands not just skill in mountaineering techniques, it also requires absolute mental control and comfort with exposure, the ability to remain calm and focused in the face of extreme danger. Few mountains combine such sustained danger and psychological challenge, making it a truly unique and formidable undertaking. Capitol Peak is the ultimate test for American climbers, a proving ground for those who aspire to push their limits. Only the bold and prepared survive, those who have meticulously planned and trained for every eventuality. There you have it, 10 of the most dangerous mountains in the United States. Each peak is a place of beauty and deadly power, demanding respect and preparation. The most important summit is always coming home safely. Share your stories or dreams of these peaks in the comments below. If you enjoyed this adventure, subscribe and hit the bell for more. Stay safe and keep exploring.